I love the response that our team had tonight, coming off of a loss that I know was really frustrating for everyone. But I thought that we came out the way that we wanted to, just really fast and aggressive. Was very proud of the efficiency that we had tonight, and I think that always starts with our ability to play fast and just get wide open shots. Stailee Hurd was obviously really special for us. We knew that we needed to rebound tonight, and that's something that Houston Christian has done a really good job of. We kind of focused on they've played 3 other teams in the Big 12, and they out-rebounded all 3 of those teams. So that was something that was a real big emphasis for us, and kids did a great job on the glass. So overall, just feel like we did what we needed to do tonight.
So this isn't really related to this game specifically, but Jaden won Big 12 Freshman of the Week. Can you just kind of speak about how impressive it's been for her to come back from that injury so fast and already be really playing really well?
Yeah, I mean, she's just a great player. I know she was struggling, not being able to practice with us and all those things in that month. And, even coming back, we had to kind of work her back slowly because of minute restrictions and all that. But I think we're all seeing the player that we knew she was and could be. And it just feels good because I think we're a different team with her on the floor in terms of our pace and the way that we want to play. So I'm really happy for her to see her gaining that confidence and her teammates finding their rhythm around her.
And what do you think, this is kind of a hard question, I guess, what do you think the ultimate ceiling for her is in the long term here?
I mean, I think she can be one of the best players to ever play here. I think she's going to be one of the best point guards in the country. I really believe that with my whole heart, and I think what's great about her is she does too. And that's sometimes the biggest thing that gets in players' ways is just, their confidence level, and she doesn't struggle with that, We're still learning a lot together, and she's still understanding what it takes to play at this level. She still has a ways to go with some of the attention to detail type things, but overall, Jaden has it, in her head, and she's got it in her heart, and that's why I believe that she's going to be a really special player both here and nationally for us when it's all said and done.
And then I know you weren't able to go, but your team went down to Daytona. What did that experience sound like for them? And now that Staillee's here, she can answer that question too, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome to it. You want to ask it again for her?
I guess, how was Daytona for you guys as a team, and what do you think you learned about yourselves?
Honestly, I think, we were just getting used to, of course, Coach wasn't there, but we just had to be player-led. We talk about that all the time, and I feel like, honestly, we didn't play our best down there, but we learned a lot going down there and coming back, and I feel like going on for this month of December will be really good for us.
Jacie, your team was, did much better from the three-point line tonight. Obviously, the last game, 5 of 22 against Richmond tonight, 13 of 25, and obviously Stailee, perfect 7 of 7. How did you feel overall, just about how the looks you got from the three-point line and getting them to fall, 13 of them?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think we all knew that's not who we were in that Florida tournament, and I think that started just with our mindset and not being as tough as we needed to be. So that was one of the first things that we hit on in that first practice back, was just that's what we do, and I think for whatever reason we kind of forgot that out there, but we certainly got back to it tonight. I thought Stailee was phenomenal at just setting the tone from the jump, because really Stailee, she does so much for us. It's not really necessarily her thing to shoot that many threes, but she's someone who always does what we need to have happen, whether that's if our emphasis is getting back to shooting the three, she did that for us. She set the tone. If it's rebounding, she's going to do that. If it's defense, she's going to do that. So I'm proud of her leadership to really set the tone and just say, let's get back to us tonight. But I don't think it was a look thing. I think it was a mindset thing, I guess, is the way I should have started that answer. But it was good to see us just get back to kind of who we are tonight.
Yeah, and Stailee, as she mentioned, you being a leader, how important is it to you to have that leader mentality and to lead your team in whatever you have to do, whether it's getting a lot of rebounds, doing well from the three-point line. How important has that been to you here at Oklahoma State?
Honestly, that's just me. That's just who I am. Whatever we need to do to get the job done, to win, I'm willing to do. And Coach talks about it a lot, just going out there and setting the standard for our team and being that leader for us and being that voice for us. So, that's just me going out there and playing.
And Stailee, I asked Coach a little bit about this, but Jaden was Big 12 Freshman of the Week this week. As a teammate of hers, what do you think she does that's so special, that's been able to see her have so much success so soon here?
We've had to get her into looking to shoot more, but she's a really good, she looks to pass, she's really good at penetrating and passing, and I think she has a really bright future, and I love playing with her because she just knows the game. She has a high IQ, but she's just very elite.
Jacie, you talked about your goals for December, kind of at the end of the game there. How have you communicated that to your team, and what do you think that's going to look like for y'all this month? How is it going to be different, and how's that going to set the tone for y'all going forward?
Mm-hmm. Well, we feel like this is a really important month for us to set the tone for who we want to become conference. We take such great pride in being at home and protecting home court, and all of our games are at home in December, so that's nice. But again, that was kind of just, we always start off the month just talking about who we want to be and what our mission is for the month, and we feel like that's a really great goal for us because we've got 2 games left before we start Big 12. We've got a really, really tough start to our conference, opening up with Iowa State here. But it's something that we love that challenge, and we definitely feel like we are able to accomplish that goal, but at the same time, we know that that's not for the faint of heart, and it's going to hold us accountable to be who we need to be every single day in practice.
Also, it seems like y'all kind of just have like a foot on the gas pedal kind of mentality. Y'all started implementing the press, third quarter, fourth quarter, when you're already up by a lot. What does that kind of do for y'all, and why choose to just go out there and, regardless of how we're doing, keep putting your foot on the gas like that?
Yeah, I was not happy after Florida. I wasn't happy with the pace. I wasn't happy with just kind of us getting away from who we are and what we do. And tonight was about getting back to us. It was about setting a tone. And, in games like this, it's really easy to kind of become disinterested or, get complacent. And we knew going into this game it wasn't about the score or who we were playing. It was about us getting back to doing what we do. And so that's what you saw tonight on both ends of the floor, and thought our kids did a good job with that.
I guess I probably should have asked you this earlier, but how difficult was it for you to have to watch, from your couch or wherever you were watching for the first time in your career? Really?
Yeah. I hadn't really thought of it until I had to go through it, but I believe that's the first game I've ever just missed, whether it was as a player or a coach. And it was absolutely miserable for me. But it was also a really great perspective giver because, number one, I just realized I just love this game. I love competing. I love being a part of a team. I love this team in particular. And it was just a great eye-opening experience of just how much I'm wired to do this and how much I love fighting for this team. And I think going into motherhood, I didn't really know what to expect, or, you have all these people telling you like, oh, you got to take all this time off, or, my mom reminded me she had my sister Taryn on a Tuesday and coached on a Saturday. So you have like all these different opinions, and I think what I learned about myself is just I need to be with the team. I personally, to be myself and be in a good headspace, I need to be with the team. So it kind of gave me a taste of what, my motivation is going to need to look like to get back. And I think it was good for all of us, though. I learned a lot. Like she said, our team learned a lot just about who we are and who we need to be. It was miserable because the feed was off, so I couldn't watch in real time, and it challenged my marriage a little bit because my husband was in charge of giving me the updates on stats, but we made it through. So. Yeah, on the bright side, learned a lot, and hopefully I don't have to do that really ever again.
And then, Stailee, I guess from your perspective, how different or difficult was it to not have coach on the sideline?
I mean, honestly, we got a little taste of it because some games Coach Jazz would coach in the second half. So, I mean, she prepared us very well. I just think, like I said, we have to be player-led, and we just didn't go out there and play our best, like, at all.